Oh, careful boy, are you alright?
Yeah, I am.
And who might you be?
I'm Terry Tortilla, the new kitchen help.
Terry the kitchen help. Why, I never imagined the day would come when I would finally have a new kitchen help to work with. There have been many people coming in and out of the castle ever since Queen Esmeralda died, but never once did I get a new kitchen assistant. Oh, I gotta head over to the cellars real quick, so why don't you head on straight to the kitchens? Go down the corridor and to the right. You'll find yourself exactly where you need to be.
All right, thank you.
And you stay out of trouble now, boy. Remember, it's the princess's birthday, and everything must be perfect.
All right.
They have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of a bird that flies from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a child that flies from a church or a breeze, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to No, that's not how you do it. Give it to me. You have to scrub it harder, otherwise it won't become clean. Is this your first time doing the dishes?
No. It's just I've never washed something so delicate before. I've only got wooden bowls at home.
I see. Don't worry, they won't break that easily. Get back to washing your dishes.
All right. To sing.
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I just thought the choir maybe.
You thought you could sing like them too? Was that it?
I'm sorry, it's not that big of a deal, is it?
I'm not trying to be harsh, but carry on singing like that, and you'll find yourself getting into big trouble.
Don't sing? What do you mean?
You see, the king doesn't like the idea of us commoners singing. If you want to keep your job, you had better stop doing it before someone else hears you.
Hey, did you used to sing before? You know, before all of this?
Maybe. But there's no point dwelling on something meant to be left in the past.
That's not going to be possible for me. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from a church on a breeze, to laugh like a brook as it trips and falls. Twice already. What's wrong with this
I'm
castle?
sorry. I was running down that corridor and I didn't see where I was going. Are you okay?
Yeah, you're so lucky I'm not hurt. What are you even doing? Running around in the kitchen? Haven't your parents told you there are knives here? You could hurt someone. Someone like me.
Well, I was thinking...
Where's she?
Quick, hide!
We need to search every inch of this castle to find her. You, take the left. I'll take the right.
On it.
What is going on? Are you in some kind of trouble? Don't get me mixed up in this. I can't lose my job.
Oh, would you calm down? I'll explain everything later. Just shut up for now.
I found her.
Right on. Wait, that's not her. He's too handsome to be her.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. It was an honest mistake. Well, how was I supposed to know? It's way too dark down here. I can't see anything at all.
Well, come back. Well, where do you think she could be? Should we check the kitchen?
Nah, who would hide there? Let's go somewhere else.
You! Did you just lick my hand?
Bleh, tastes worse than that tree bark last week.
How do you know what tree bark tastes like?
You're not you when you're hungry? Well, enough about that. Look, they've gone and messed up my entire kitchen, and I'm gonna have to clean it up all by myself. So you owe me an explanation. Tell me, what is going on? Are you a criminal?
No, I was...
No way. Listen, lady, I refuse to be caught up in your schemes and be an accomplice to your crimes.
No, nothing of that sort. I may or may not have skipped a few etiquette classes.
Well, that doesn't seem so serious.
Tell that to my father. I missed one class and he's all... Oh, Isabella, that's not befitting of a young lady of your status. I expected more from you. Blah, blah, blah. He's just so long-winded and unnecessary. Sometimes I just wish that I could be someone else, be anywhere else in the world. For my life I've always wanted to one day just nothing to do with someone, know where I need to be. With no lessons or to lunches or to do the list in the way. No one to say when to eat or leave or stay. That would be the day.
Well, it can't be that bad, can it?
What? My father's scolding me? My life he's always wanted to make a perfect venture for me. Not that disciplined and powerful that I have been. Life with him is so depressing. He would always like to say, Isabella, why weren't you in any class today? As if I've gone astray. One more month until my coronation. One more month until I need to start hosting banquets, and one more month until my freedom is taken away. I don't want to attend those boring functions. I don't want to spend time learning how to use a knife and a fork. I don't want this stifling life. Do you understand me?
Ah, yes, I get you. It seems you don't want all these responsibilities. But what is it that you want? What would you rather do instead?
Well, I don't know.
Huh?
But surely anything would be better than this. What's your life like, Mr.
Oh, I'm Terry. The new kitchen help. No? Okay. Well, back in my village, times are getting tough. With the rising taxes, it's getting hard to afford anything these days, really. I'm just lucky I have a job at the castle. It's not much, but it's something, you know. You don't get out of the castle much, do you?
You're right. I don't. But I don't want to live this kind of life.
Oh, come on. I think you have it pretty good. You have a nice roof over your head, a nice warm bed to sleep in, and lots of delicious food every day. You don't have to worry about eating potato scraps off cracked plates, or if you even have potato scraps at all.
Hey, I hear something coming from the
Quick,
kitchen.
quick! Where is she? You idiot.
Choir. 1, 2, 3, and.
My heart wants to beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flows.
Stop! Now, how many times do I need to tell you? You're doing it all wrong. I need you to focus. Do you not remember the king calling our performance a royal dumpster fire?
Well, I was there. I was the one he was speaking to. Kinda hard for me to not have heard him say it. But it just doesn't feel right. Like there's something missing.
The only thing missing is more practice. Back you go. Everyone, again from the top. 1, 2, 3, and. My heart wants to beat like the wings of the
It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. Laying on the ballroom floor, feeling anxious. I can't get in the zone again. Give me something I can take to ease my mind slowly. Just take a drink and you feel better. Just take a break and you feel better. Keep telling me that it gets better. Does it ever help me? It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. 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 I just don't know what could be missing. Why couldn't he just tell me? What in the world?
Third time is not a
Right
charm.
now, talk later.
Over there.
Thanks, Danelle. You're a real lifesaver.
Princess, what trouble did you get yourself into this time?
Princess? Like, Princess Isabella of our kingdom?
Surprise?
Oh, Your Highness, please forgive me. Please forgive me for my impertinence. Please don't fire me.
Chill out. I'm not gonna fire you.
Oh, I'm so sorry for being candid and rude earlier.
Stop being ridiculous. You shouldn't apologize for being honest. Besides, I deserve that reality check, okay?
When are you not in need of one?
Wait, oh my god. Are you the singer from last night? That was amazing.
You must be mistaken.
No. You're the soloist from last night, right? Your voice was so grand and...
We sang terribly yesterday.
What? No. That was the best performance I've ever seen in my entire life. Granted, it's the only performance I've ever seen. But anyone can tell that was simply stunning.
That's not what I mean. I sang terribly yesterday.
Says who?
Says everyone. Just this morning, my choir instructor was saying that it was all wrong. And he couldn't tell me why, but I think he's right. Singing just doesn't feel the same anymore.
Danielle, you did perfectly fine. Why would you have to beat yourself up like this?
Yeah.
Your father, he said that we sounded like a royal dumpster fire, and that if I wanted to sing like trash, I should have just worn a garbage bag.
He said that? I don't believe it. The father I know is not like this at all.
Well, maybe you don't know your father that well after all.
I don't believe you. I'll go ask him right now.
Be my guest.
He's not like that. I know it.
She.
Don't think too badly of Princess Isabella. She's a good person, I promise. She just hasn't seen the world yet. The king shelters her from all the bad things in the world.
I see.
She's all he has left, after all. Oh, I forgot. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Terry, the new kitchen help.
Hi, Terry. I'm Danielle, soon to be unemployed.
Don't say that.
Well, unemployed by choice.
I don't know. Maybe I don't have the right to say this, but I really did enjoy hearing you sing. And I hope you can find joy in it as well.
Dad, do you know what I just heard?
At last you show yourself. Do you know what I heard? The butler says you've been skipping classes. When did I teach you to skip classes? When did I teach you to go distract the singers? And when did I teach you to be such an uncouth young lady?
It's not like that.
My dear Ellie, you're the princess of this country now. One day the people of our kingdom will be your people. Only one more month until your coronation. You need to take your duties more seriously.
I need to take my duty seriously. I've never even left the castle. How can I care for something I've never seen in my entire life, for people I've never met? Besides, I wasn't distracting the singers. I was simply...
Then why? Why were you at the choir hall? Don't you dare lie to me, young lady. What gives you the right
Well,
to
I
skip your
can
lessons
explain.
to go distract the singers? Haven't you heard their atrociously terrible performances recently? It's almost a shame to hear them sing. It's as if they're a royal dumpster fire.
So it was true.
What was true?
You called the choir trash, didn't you? You know, I didn't believe Nell when she told me that because I didn't believe that you, of all people, would say something so cruel to their faces. But I guess it's true.
Of course it's true. Of course I did. You would too if you weren't so blinded by your stupid ideas of teenage rebellion. I'm simply trying to keep your mother's legacy alive.
How could you say something like that?
It's a shame to even call them the royal choir.
But they worked so hard for that performance. Why would you say something like that?
What? Squawking like birds? Singing out of sync with one another? They are atrocious. I had to exercise restraint to not pull them off the whole lot of the ballroom floor. My dear Ellie, without constant surveillance, these people are already falling into pieces. They are sullying the name of the royal choir, the name of your mother's choir. They are sullying Esmeralda's name.
Don't you dare bring Mum into this. You're the one ruining everything she stood
You
for.
insolent girl! I'm simply the one out of any of us trying to preserve her legacy, trying to preserve her song, her skill, and her perfection. I'm simply making sure that the other singers live up to the standards that she set for them. And you dare say that I'm ruining it? This is perfection. This is art. What do you know about art?
I may not know much about art, but what I do know is that this is not what she would have wanted.
How would you know?
Sire,
Get back.
we found her. She's over.
Then what are you doing? Why are you still standing there? Go after her, you dolts!
Sire?
Go! My dear Esmeralda, how I wish you were still here. Now more than ever, I need your advice. I wish you were still here for me to talk to about Ellie, about our country, or about anything really. How I give the whole world just to have a minute more with you, if I could. Our memories are such funny things, aren't they? The other day I tried to remember what it felt like to serenade you in my arms once more. But I couldn't. I'm afraid that one day I'll close my eyes and I won't be able to remember what you look like anymore. I just wish we had more time. Yes, I do. I believe that one day I will be where I was, right there, right next to you. But it's hard, the days just seem so dark. The moon, the stars are nothing without you. Your touch, your skin, where do I begin? No words can explain the way I'm missing you. Deny this emptiness, this hole that I'm inside. These tears, they tell their story. You told me not to cry when you were gone. But the feeling's overwhelming, it's much too strong. Can I lay by your side next to you? I'll make sure you're alright. I'll take care of you, but I don't wanna be here if I can be with you tonight.
I'm reaching out to you, Mom. Can you hear me now? This hurt that I've been through, I'm missing you. I'm missing you like crazy. Told me not to cry when you were gone. But this feeling's overwhelming, it's much too strong. Can
I lay by your side next to you and make sure you're alright? I'll take care of you, but I don't wanna be here if I can be with you.
Can I lay by your side
Next to
Oh, Terry, come on, don't be a wet blanket.
No, I've got so much work to do today.
I'll behead you if you don't bring me to town.
I'll behead you, as if she didn't just insult her dad to the moon and back. I think that calls for several beheadings first.
Right.
Don't even get me started about him. I don't know when he became this awful. I need to get out there. I need to leave these castle walls, and not for some stupid royal event where people don't even dare to look me straight in the eye for more than 1 second. Terry, please. The castle's been suffocating recently.
Oh, come on. There's nothing to see there. It's just trees and more trees and endless rows of broken houses.
I'll take that any day over boring etiquette lessons. Do you know how to tell someone you hate them with your handkerchief? Because I do.
All right, all right. I'll take you guys to town now. Off we go!
Off we go!
And we're here. Welcome to my village, Vertigo Heights.
Whoa, aptly named. Isabella, quit staring at everyone. It's weird. We're trying to blend in, remember?
I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. Everything's just so new and different here. The castle really is too grand. Besides, the air is way fresher here. Say, Terry, what's it like to live in Vertigo Heights?
Lights up on Vertigo Heights, up at the break of day. We wake up 'cause we got a lot of work we gotta do today. Feed the hens at the crack of dawn, sing while we wipe down the awning. Hey, all good morning.
Hey, Terry.
Hello, Terry.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Abuela.
Terry, you're back. Are these your friends? It's been so long since someone new's come along. Want some fruit? A pretty rose for pretty lass.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
That was Abuela. She's not really my Abuela, but she practically raised me. This corner's her Estrella now. You're probably thinking, how'd I get there?
I've never been north of the castle square.
Well, you must pass the fountain. Keep on traveling northward, keep walking till you reach the mountain. My town is right at the top with a great view of nature. I hope you're writing this down, I'm gonna test you later. I'm getting tested, times are tough in this small village. 2 months ago, stumbled down a cottage. Our neighbors started packing up and picking up, and ever since the tax went up, started mad expensive, but we live with just enough.
In the heights,
I live the life that start my day. There are fights and endless debts and tax to pay. In the heights, I eat, I sleep, I work and pray.
Work and pray.
'Cause tonight seems like a million years away. In Vertigo.
Look at all this stuff they gave me. Aren't they the most beautiful things you've ever seen?
Princess, you live in a castle. You wear diamond tiaras every day.
And yet none of them match up to this beautiful flower crown. Thanks for showing us your home, Terry. It's really heartening to see that everyone's doing so well. I guess my father has done a great job at making this land a great place.
But they're not doing that well, though.
What do you mean?
They're just not doing that well. Like, emotionally, maybe, but financially, no, not by a long shot. You see, that house, the one over there with the thatched roof, that's Mrs. Quaylin's house. Last winter, her roof caved in, leaving her and her 3 children exposed to the brutal winter. But thankfully, Mr. Hamilton came along and brought along as much straw as he could find and mended her roof. That's why it's still functioning today. I don't doubt that the king puts a lot of work into maintaining the kingdom. I really don't. But this village is not thriving because of him. It's barely even thriving. We just sort of get by because we have each other.
I see.
Oh, sorry, Isabella. I didn't mean to shut you down like that. On the bright side, we do rapid aquaponics, systematically selling grain and meat, earning just enough to eat. Practically everybody's stressed, yes, but we press through the mess, helping each other with zest.
In the heights, I wake up early and I go.
I wake up early and
Set my sights on only what I need to know. In the heights, money is tight, but even so, when the lights go down, this is my only hope. In Vertigo Heights.
That was the most fun I've had singing in ages.
Really? Doesn't it feel like this to sing all the time?
Well, no. It was different. I didn't have to think about technique or perfection or losing my job after a stressful performance. I just let go and sang. Thank you for helping me find my love for singing again.
Thanks for showing us your home, Terry. I've learned a lot from you today.
Me too. It's been quite a day.
You're both welcome. I'm actually glad you guys dragged me out of the castle. It's really nice to come home after such a long time.
Will you three be staying for dinner? I can make us a simple potato soup. I can invite the other townspeople to join us as well.
Sure, Abuela.
I would love to.
Well, I have to go back and join my dad for dinner. You have fun with your abuela, Terry. I'll see you in the kitchens later.
All right, you take care. Come on, guys, let's go.
Oh, Isabella, what a privileged life you live. Such a stark contrast to the lives of the people. But now I know, and I won't let my people down. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the streets with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A psalmist disregard a broken bottle top and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I got this. Dad,
It's a good thing you're here. I just wanted to talk to you
why
about
are the tax rates so high? This is the third time in a row you've raised it.
why the sudden interest in taxes.
I've come to care for the people, and I realized that they need our help.
We have been helping them.
It's not enough. We could be doing so much more. Many people are drowning in taxes, and most of the local businesses are barely staying afloat.
The taxes are necessary, nothing you need to worry yourself about.
You can't just think about money all the time. A kingdom is nothing without its people. How can you run a kingdom like that?
What do you know about running a kingdom? You barely even attend your classes.
I know enough to know that you've not been doing everything you can to help the people. Mother would be so devastated by the current state of our
Enough!
kingdom.
Do you know how hard I work in maintaining our economy? While you're all frolicking around with your friends, I'm in this office all day and all night trying to strengthen our ties with the other kingdoms, trying to maintain our social status, trying to maintain our financial status. Ellie, the royal choir is the only reason why anybody comes to this kingdom in the first place. But ever since your mother left us, the choir has been in shambles. Tourist revenue has dropped. That's why I spend so much of the tax revenues to hire those foreign singers. Do you think I want to? I have no choice. Our own nobles couldn't even carry a note in their bucket. Do you think that you would live such a carefree life, running around like a naive child you are, without my laws in place? You are naive. You are foolish. You're nothing but a fool, and you're a child who can't think beyond what you see. Now, why don't you take a good look at yourself before you keep on complaining about me?
Hear ye, hear ye. By His Royal Majesty's decree, Princess Isabella will be officially crowned as Princess of the land. Her Highness's coronation will take place next week, and the palace shall open its gates for the celebration. Thank you.
What is going on?
It's been ages since we last saw you, and the first thing we hear is your coronation?
Princess, are you alright? You don't look too happy.
I barely get to see either of you now that I'm actually going for my classes and preparing for my coronation. I miss running around the castle with you guys, but I can't do that now. It's time I grew up and be more like my father.
Since when did you want to be more like your father? That's not the Isabella we knew.
Yeah.
The Isabella you knew was too idealistic to run a kingdom. I may not like this, but it's the only way.
Don't say that. The Isabella that I knew cared for her people. And I don't know much about ruling, but a ruler who cares for her people is a good ruler.
This isn't the only way. If there's something I learned, you shouldn't let what other people think affect what you're passionate about. Don't let your father stop you from building the kingdom that you want to see. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game.
Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave.
It's time to try defying gravity.
I think I'll try defying gravity.
Never bring us
I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone said they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know.
long I've lived without losing what I guess I've lost. Well, if that's all, it comes that much to hide your cause.
This doesn't look like studying to me.
That I can explain.
One more week until your coronation, and what do I find here? I find you playing truant, and I find my lead singer slacking off. And as if that disobedience wasn't enough, guards, grab them.
No.
You dare defy my laws by inviting this commoner to sing in my castle?
We were just having fun, Dad. You can't even look past
Having
that much.
fun? You know very well why I cannot have commoners dirtying this sacred art that your mother has worked so hard to perfect and to perform. I'm trying to keep her legacy alive, and yet here you are destroying everything she and I have worked so hard for. And you, peasant boy, consider yourself fired
No.
after the coronation for this little stunt you pulled.
Your Majesty, please, Your Majesty.
And Danielle, my lead singer. Your position in the choir depends on how well you do during the coronation. You want to stay in the castle? Then deliver a stunning performance. This is the price you pay for slacking off in practice all the time.
You can't do this, Dad.
I am king. I do what I deem necessary for the sake of this kingdom. I thought you were ready for your coronation. I thought you were matured when you started going for your lessons. It seems that I was wrong. And as punishment, you will be confined to this wing of the castle until your coronation.
No.
Guards, take them away. I am disappointed in you, Isabella. I thought you knew better.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
Well, let the lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Let the sun come streaming in as you reach up, rise again. Lift your head and look out. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
What are you guys doing here?
To visit you, of course.
You're a friend. It's the least we could do.
Don't worry, Terry. I'll find a way to let you stay in my castle after the coronation. There's a place where we don't have to feel unknown.
Every time that you call out, you're a little less alone.
If you only say the word
From across the silence, your voice is heard. Even when the dark is crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach out and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new, all is new. It's filling up the empty. Suddenly I see that all is new, all is new. You are not alone. You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. You'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
You will be found.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to Princess Isabella's coronation. Today is a joyous occasion, and the royal family will soon grace us with their presence.
Party sucks. Nobody's even enjoying themselves, and the choir is just singing the same old boring songs.
Don't be childish, Isabella. The choir was your mother's, soon it will be yours too.
I don't want to own the choir. I want to help the people. Your obsession over the choir is just so
Alright, be quiet.
disillusioned.
Her solo's about to start.
Look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything that you've ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or would you let it slip?
My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on my jacket already. Pink spaghetti, I'm nervous. On the surface, I look calm and ready to drop bombs. But I keep on forgetting what I wrote down. The whole crowd staring now. I open my mouth, but the words won't come out. I'm choking how? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, overbound.
Snap back to reality, yo. There goes gravity, yo. There goes royalty choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is, you know, he won't have it. He knows he's holds back to these ropes. It don't matter, you don't.
I know that, but I'm broke. I'm so sad, but I know when I go back to my village home, that's when it's back to the fields again. Yo, this whole rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope you don't
You
blast
better
it.
lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
No more games, I'ma change what you call rage. That is royal ballroom roof off like two dogs' cage. I was playing the beginning, but the mood all changed. Get him chewed up and spit out and booed off stage.
But I beg you and plead you as your only daughter. It's my coronation, please behave nicer.
All the pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5 and I can't provide the right type of life for my family, cause man, these leftover fruits could be riper.
And it's the truth, my friend's not a liar. This is his life and his times are so hard. And it's getting even harder trying to feed and water his seed plot. Teeter-totter caught up between being a pauper and a prima donna. Papa, mama, drama screaming on and too much for me to want to stay in my spot. Another day of monotony's gotten me to the point I'm like a snail. You've got to give Terry a shot or I'm gonna wail a lot.
Success is his only one and only option. Fail is not.
I I thank you, it's the chance I've sought. I know I'm giving it my all, the best I've brought. So here I go, it's my shot. Voice fail me not, this may be the only opportunity that I got.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
You can do anything you set your mind to.
We may not yet have reached our glory, but I'll gladly join the fight.
Children tell their story. They'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
Well, let the feelings wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand.
And
There's a glass to
all
freedom, something they can never take away. No matter what we tell you,
someone will come running to take you home.
there's a glass to all of us, so never let me more of us. Telling the story of not our shadows, morning and away. All is new, all is new.
It's only a matter of time.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, to reach up and rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. When our children tell their story, you will be found. Tell the story of tonight. No matter what they tell you, tomorrow there'll be more of us telling the story of tonight. The story of
Oh no, boy, stay.
Boy has a name, and it's Terry. What do you want, Your Majesty?
I'm sorry, Ellie. When your mother left us too soon, I clung onto anything that she held dearly. The royal choir most of all. I thought that by perfecting and improving the royal choir, that I was immortalizing the song she loved so well. But I was mistaken. I got too fixated on her singing that I forgot the reason why I fell in love with her in the first place. It was her love for the common people. Once again, I'm sorry, Ellie. And to your friends, I apologize for my earlier behavior.
Your Majesty, I thought there's something you might want to know.
Of course, Terry. What is it?
I remember this from the days of my childhood and the stories my abuela used to tell me. Back then, Queen Esmeralda used to come to our village. She would play with the kids, take care of us, and I was one of them. But the thing I remember the most about her was how much she loved her family.
That does sound like my Esmeralda. Thank you, Terry, for telling me your story. You sang well today. I'm sorry if I ever overlooked your abilities. I take back the expulsion. You may continue your stay in this castle.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I will continue to work hard.
Of course, make sure that you do. And you, Danielle, my lead singer. You've always been an amazing singer, but I was simply too blinded by my grief to see it. I'm sure she would have loved your performance. Now things must change. The royal choir should be returned to those that know it best, themselves. And from this day henceforth, I appoint you, Danielle, as the leader of the royal choir.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Of course. I'm sure that the future of the choir will be bright under your leadership. And my dear Ellie, I'm sorry for what I've done. Your mother always knew the right things to say, and I do not, but I will try. I hope that you could give me a chance to prove that I will not err against you ever again.
It's okay, Dad. I forgive you.
Thank you, Ellie. I love you. I hope that we could be a family again someday, a normal one.
We always have been. I
think we
love
should
you
give them
too,
some
Dad.
privacy.
Let's go.
Well, anyway, you sang well today.
Well, I wouldn't call it great. I mean, I haven't sung in ages. Not since Mom's passed.
Me neither. The hills are alive with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of